Hi guys, just wanted to do a great recipe here for backpacking. It's just a nice recipe for some oatmeal cookies. So the stuff you'll need: 1 cup of shortening, 1½ cups of brown sugar, 2 eggs, ½ a cup of milk, 1¾ cup of flour, and in here I also have 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of ground nutmeg as well. You'll also need 3 cups of quick cooking rolled oats. And I also like to put in some ground up walnuts, some raisins, as well as some chocolate chips. So, easiest way to do it is to put in everything except for the quick rolled oats, because there's quite a few of them, so it makes it quite difficult to stir up once you get all that in. So just pour everything in together. Sugar. And then pop in your 1 cup of oil as well. Sorry, the 1 cup of shortening. Okay, now you'd like to use a wooden spoon, so all you do is kind of mix it together. And once I get this all mixed up, I'll bring you back and I'll have a picture that rolls over on this as well, so you can see what it's supposed to look like. See you in a couple seconds. Okay, so once you have it looking just like this here, it's fairly thick. Probably tip it right upside down and not worry about it. So you start to put in the rolled oats at this point, and I usually just add about half, stir it up, and then add the other half and finish stirring it up. Just makes it a little bit easier to get everything stirred in properly. And while you're doing this, you can start preheating your oven up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so that's the first half in there. Mix in the last half. Make sure you get the oats all the way in and through, so kind of flip it around. Okay, once you get all that stirred in, you can throw in your extras. Like I said, I like to use walnuts, so ½ a cup-ish. Raisins, I do about a cup, maybe a little bit more, 1.5 cups. And then the chocolate chips as well. Do about a cup, ½ a cup, somewhere in there. Put this up a little wider. There we go. Okay, then you just stir that stuff in, make sure it gets into all the different parts. And then you start throwing it onto your cookie sheets. So I'll show you that part next. Okay, so once you get it all stirred up, what you do is you take a tablespoon, you just take out a little bit on the tablespoon, and you plop them out onto the cookie tray here. So you just keep doing that until you get the whole tray filled up. Throw it into the oven that's at 400 degrees Fahrenheit and leave it for about 8 minutes. When you take them out, you should be able to stick a toothpick in there, and when you pull it out, it should come out clean, so it shouldn't come out all wet and juicy. If it doesn't, throw it back in for a couple more minutes and then pull it out. So make sure you don't burn the bottom of these. I do tend to notice that the bottom will start to burn right after it's ready, so check it fairly often after that 8 minutes just to make sure that it's all cooked up. So I'll show you what they look like as soon as they're all done cooking. Okay, so these ones are all done, all ready to go. So I'm just putting them out on some wax paper here so that they don't continue to cook on the pan. I'm going to throw in another batch here and let these ones cool off. And I'll give you a little taste test of what my own cookies taste like, so I'm sure they're going to be great. Okay, I'm just going to do a quick taste test here. My battery on my camera is about to die, so it's going to be a fairly short one. So the inside, fairly well cooked on the inside there, just about right. Once it cools off, it'll be all solid and everything. It's still a little warm. That's just about perfect. So this is a great little treat for going on hikes or backpacking. Gives you a lot of energy and keeps you going. It's easy to carry, nice and light. just perfect. Thanks for watching this recipe and cooking video. I'll see you guys next time.